Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, my name's Cam and today is going to be a declutter. This is not going to go through my collection. I went through my collection by myself and I have 3 bags designated for 3 different women in my life. Some have more, some have less. I just don't want to be holding on to things that I don't want and I don't use anymore. Get rid of a little bit of the clutter so I can focus on what I want to use and things like that. But first, let's talk about my face. I feel like my complexion looks really nice, and I think that's due to this. This is the Pacifica Light Clean Foundation, 100% vegan, and I have mine in the shade 34 NL, so neutral light. It is cruelty-free and vegan, oil-free, anti-shine, satin finish. I feel like it makes my skin look skin-like, but still like cover up like my blemishes. Like you can still see like the bumps and things. That's never gonna go away, but it covers up all the coloration and everything and gives me like a smooth finish. And then the eyeshadow palette that I'm wearing today is this one here. This is the Morphe and Jaclyn Hill. This is the Bling Boss, and it is the purple one. I'm wearing Hush Hush and Rockstar throughout my crease. I mix them together, and then I use Rockstar to deepen up the outer edge, and then I use Ballsy to go all over my lid. I think it turned out really nice. I feel like if you're looking for an introductory course into purples, this is a great palette to pick up, and I don't find the formula to be, I find it easy to work with. I don't know if that's because I didn't buy these when they first launched. I bought these, I want to say like 6 months ago, and I've always been kind of like intimidated by purples, but recently I've been trying to get out of my comfort zone, so I am wearing this palette. I think it is beautiful. The quality is nice. And my highlight, I'm wearing the Tribe Highlighter Volume 3 Dry Juvia's Place, and then here is what that looks like. It is just this gorgeous color. It is just stunning. So I'm wearing that, and then my lipstick is this right here, which is the Huda Beauty matte lipstick in the shade Dirty 30, and it is more of a purple, and I did my eyes purple today, and I was like, you know what, this is perfect, because I normally wear this with like cool tone smoky gray black eye, like a smoky gray and blacks in my wearing on my eyeballs, so I normally wear this then, but I figured it goes perfectly with this, so that is what I'm wearing right now. And I do want to say that if I don't like a product, I'll tell you that I don't like a product, but most of these are just preferences for me. Like these aren't my preferences. So this bag is going to my best friend, actually. And there's a whole bunch of brushes in here. Let me pull out the makeup first, and then we'll talk about the brushes. I'm going to be decluttering. This is a Ulta Beauty tinted lip balm, and here's what this looks like. I just don't wear tinted lip balms. I swatched it one time. Don't think I'm going to use it. And then also this right here, which is the Blushing Bud lipstick from Maybelline, and it's just not a color preference that I have. It is more of a glassy like pink color, and she has more of a olive like tan skin tone, so I feel like she can get a lot more use out of this. I feel like when I wear this, it just looks way too pink, and I personally just don't like it. We've got 2 more lip products. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills in the shade Catnip, and again, it's just a shade preference. I have other liquid lipsticks in this formula that I do like. It's just this color in the shade Catnip. I believe I got this in a set, and I'm not a fan. And this last is the Ulta Beauty Glitter Lip Gloss. And I have plenty of lip glosses, and I don't need any more, but this is more of a, like, it's got a lot of pigment to it. I wonder if you can sheer it out, but I don't want to ruin my lips with a pigmented pink gloss. So gonna be getting rid of that. I'm going to be getting rid of 3 mascaras. These are completely unopened. I got these when I had a Ipsy, and I just never opened them. This is the Pure Fully Charged mascara, which I have enough mascara, so I divvied up my minis between the ladies in my life. The Sephora mascara and the Lancome mascara, and then I got a brow sculpting gel, or brow shaping gel, in the shade Clear, and here is what that looks like. So I figured those would be perfect for her. I got a little face mask brush for her. This is the A2O Glow Liquid Eyeshadow, and this one is in the shade Dust. And I got these in a set. It was 12 of them from 10 bucks. Here it is swatched right there. It's just not a shade that I would reach for. I don't really reach for my liquid shadows all that much anyway. And if I was to reach for a shade like this, I would pick a single shadow in my collection or just from a palette in my collection. I like powders a lot more for my eyes. I don't really like liquid eyeshadows, and I'm learning my preferences as I go along. And then I have two single eyeshadows. One is in the shade Cornelius, I'm sorry. This is in the shade Cornelius, and just a brown, like crease shade all over the lid shade. There it is swatched there. I figured I have so many of those shades, I don't really need to be holding on to it. And this one here is in the shade Glitzen, which is honestly really, really pretty, but it's just a little too peach for my liking. There it is there. I don't know. I don't reach for them very much. I've got one highlight, which is this one, which is the Becca highlighter in the shade Opal. She does have a tanner skin tone. I will have to tell her to be very careful with it. It is broken, and that's why I feel like I don't feel comfortable giving it to her, but I feel like, you know, if she wants it, she wants it. If she doesn't have to keep it. I broke it. I repressed it. It's just a little bit too deep for my liking and a bit too gold. But on her skin tone, I think this is going to be beautiful. And then I got a mini and then two other eyeshadow palettes. This is a Pixie Duo in Orchid Ornament. And I got this also in an Ipsy. You get a light purple shade and a dark purple shade. And then I have this NYX Ultimate Professionals palette. Professionals makeup, this is the Ultimate palette. This is the Warm Neutrals. I just have palettes that I reach for over this one. It's been in my collection for a little while, and I would like to give it to someone to get some good use out of. Lastly, if you've seen my single shadow declutter, you would know that this whole palette is getting decluttered for my single shadows, so I'm going to be giving her this as well. This gold shade is beautiful. It's just, I have another gold shade that is just, that speaks way more than this one, so I figured she would enjoy the new makeup. And I'm also going to be gifting her this bag because she had mentioned she had liked it. I have a whole bunch of brushes. I have a sponge from the Luxe Beauty Box are the Luxe sponge sets that I just got from BoxyCharm, and this one I didn't like. This one I said I was decluttering. It's just a Morphe sponge. I am going to definitely be cleaning the sponges before I hand them off to her, but that's just that. I've got a few mini brushes. I've got a Ulta brush, a liner brush, another liner brush, a foundation brush, a spoolie, a powder and cheek brush, another powder and cheek brush. These are all for the eyes, so I've got a whole bunch of different Morphe and AOA and BH Cosmetics and a Sephora highlighting brush. So I feel like this bag, I like to curate the things that I'm giving away for different women in my life just because I don't need to keep everything, and if I give them something that suits their preferences, they'll really appreciate it. So this whole bag is going to go to one of my best gal friends. Hopefully she appreciates it. This bag here. So these three items are going to be thrown away. I have two Clinique eye primers. This is Touch Base for Eyes. This is in the shade 17 Nude Rose. And here's what it looks like. The reason I'm getting rid of these is they are just completely dried out. I can't even get them to work. And then this one here is in the shade 26 Canvas Light. And I really liked this one because it gave like a little like shimmery to it. It's just, they're really dry. I can't get any use out of them. So these are definitely going to be in the bin. And then this is the Maybelline New York Color Essential Shaping Lip Liner, and this is in the shade Nude. This is one of the longest lip liners I've had in my collection. It is really, really dry, and it's just clear, so I figured let's just throw it in the bin. I can't use it anymore. So that is why I'm getting rid of that. And then these two bags here are I'm going to be giving to whoever wishes to have them. I can give this to my aunt because I think she'll be able to store her brushes and stuff in here, and then just another bag. And then this right here is going to be going into my makeup nostalgia box. This is one of the first high-end eyeshadow palettes that I bought. I used and used and used this palette. It doesn't even look like I've used it. There's like a huge dip right here in this one. There's a huge dip right there in that one. There's a huge dip over here. I use the heck out of this shade to set my eyeballs down. I really love this palette. I think it's really, really beautiful. I don't really want to get rid of it, but I need to declutter it. I'm not using it. I'm keeping it for nostalgia purposes, so I'm going to be decluttering this to my nostalgia bin. I'm going to make one of makeup that I fell in love with, first makeup, this and that. So I'm going to be keeping but decluttering this, if that makes any sense. Brush, a highlighter brush, and 2 shadow brushes I think that she would really get along with. I also gave her a clear brow gel. This is eyebrow defining gel in clear. It's just going to help her keep her brows down. This is by the brand Cella. Gifting my aunt this, which is the e.l.f. highlighter in rose gold. I bought 2 of these and I'm keeping the lighter one. I didn't think that this was going to be as bronzy, and my aunt as well is a bit more tan. She has more of a opal, or not opal, olive complexion, if that makes sense. So I feel like this would look great on her skin. Not so much mine because I am fairest of the fair, but I think she would really like this. It's a lighter formula, so she's not going to be like, whoa, that's too intense. So I'm trying to get her a little bit more into makeup, so I'm definitely going to be giving her this. And then I'm also going to be giving her this Shimmer Shock in the shade Vela. And I think she's really going to like this because it's kind of transformative, and it goes along great with the palette that I'm going to be giving her. And the palette I'm going to be giving her is this one right here. This is the Ulta Beauty Rose Gold 12-piece eyeshadow palette. I remember when I was first getting into makeup, this was the first, like, I don't know, when I first started going into Ulta, I really wanted these just to get, like, to know makeup and know the brand. I think the pigmentation is very soft. Like, the formulas are very, very soft. The pigmentation is there. The shimmers are kind of a more laid back, neutral kind of thing, and she's not that into makeup as me. So I feel like this would be a great introductory palette, and it's got some pinks in it. So and some neutrals, so I feel like this bag is going to be great for my aunt. And then lastly, we have a bag for my sister. This bag is not going anywhere. One of my best friends from California gave this to me when she came out to visit me. And I don't know, this bag is never going anywhere. I just wanted to separate everything, so I put all my sister stuff in this bag here. So we've got, I'm just going to start pulling. First, I'm going to be getting rid of this. This is the Butter London eyeshadow palette. This is the Natural Goddess. I really do like this palette, and if it had a transition brown, I would keep it. It's just, I cannot reach into this palette on its own. I need even if it had like a neutral bone shade, I can mix that and this color together and create an eye look. I really wish that this shade here was a transition shade, but I know my sister doesn't mind reaching into more than one palette. I don't mind either, but I mean, I don't want to do it with this palette. You get 2 matte shadows and 4 shimmer shadows, an inner corner highlight, a pink, a green, a gold, a brown, and a blue. So I feel like this would really add something to her collection, and these shimmers are just so soft and so just incredibly pigmented. Like, look at that. They're just really nice. I think I swatched the same one twice, but like, it's just, this palette I might regret getting rid of this. It's just, I don't know. I'm going to get rid of it. I already put it in here. I'm going to get rid of it. I have 2 sponges here I'm going to be giving her. I'm going to be giving her a Real Technique sponge because she said she wanted them. It's deformed because it's been in the bag, and then the other Morphe sponge. So I kind of split it off half and half between my girlfriend and my sister. And my sister has had her eye on this in my collection for so long, and I just don't use it. And I know she'll wear it all the time because she loves red on her eyes. But there it is. I am not getting rid of this because the formula, it's just I can't use it fast enough and it's going to dry out if I don't use it. So I feel like if I give this to my sister, she will definitely put it to some good use and get a lot out of it before it dries up. I am also going to be giving her the Heaven's Hue highlighter from Stila. This is in the shade Kitten, and this is a very, very beautiful eyeshadow, like, it's a very beautiful highlight, and I feel like she doesn't really have very many highlights, and this is a hard highlight to go wrong with. It's just I have a few other cream highlights that I would reach for over this one, so I would love to let her get some use out of it. Plus, I like to give to people. So that's why I'm going to be decluttering this one. I am also going to be gifting her this Hard Candy Shimmer Shadow Primer, and this I've never used. It was gifted to me, and I just never used it, so we're just gonna... Okay, so this does have, it's sheer, so I don't think it's going to cancel out any veins, but it does have a little bit of a glow to it, so I don't know. I hope she gets some use out of this. I've just never used it. I have a few eyeliners that have been untouched in my collection, and if I give an eyeliner to anybody, it's going to be my sister because I trust her. She'll sharpen it down, get it all nice and clean, and then she can go ahead and go and use them. And this one, I guess I should tell you what these are. This is the Bodyography in the shade Bali Bronze. This is a eye pencil. It's just, I don't find this one... I have better gold in my collection that I would reach for over this one, so I figured I would give that one away. This is a e.l.f. eyeliner, and this is a Lord and Berry eyeliner, which is, I believe, brown. So you get a brown, a black, and a bronze. And then also I'm going to be decluttering this. This is the iconic London. This is the Sculpt and Boost Eyebrow Cushion. And here is what this looks like. You have a little cushion. I can only use one shade. I have too many brow products in my life, so I figured that giving this to her would not only give it to a good home, but... And then I also am going to be giving her this Orange Cream Lip Polish, which is a lip scrub. I have used about... I'd say a fourth of this. It's just I've gotten a few more in my collection, and I wasn't allowing myself to use the new lip scrubs until I used this one up, and I just found this one so hard to reach for, so I figured get rid of this one. I can reach for my other ones, so this one is going to a new home. This also is another A2O Glow Liquid Eyeshadow. This one is in the shade Heat. Again, like I said before, my sister really, really loves reds. But, I mean, this says Heat on it, and it looks like in the can, it looks bronzy purple, and right there on my arm, it, like, I don't know, it's a purpley bronzy, so, plus the applicator on here is, like, it wasn't made correctly, so it's a bit wonky. So, giving this to my sister... Both of my ColourPop Super Shock blushes I'm giving to her. These are from the Bretman Rock collection. This is Stop It and Oh She's Blushing. So Stop It is more of a orangey color, which I don't think I would be getting rid of these if these were colors that I reach for. It's just I don't reach for these. And I mean, you can shear them out quite a bit and get them to be where you want it. It's just I don't personally, and she can also use them as for eyeshadows if she likes. It's just I don't personally want to do that. And this one is Oh She's Blushing, and again, you can get it really intense. You can shear it out just depending on how much product you pick up. I just don't reach for these ever. I only ever swatch them, so that is that. I will be giving my sister this Ciate London Confetti Highlighter. And after BoxyCharm came out with their drama with this, I don't know. And again, this highlight here is a bit too bronzy for me, and my sister's about my skin tone. I could make this work, it's just I don't want to because I have so many highlights in my collection. So if I give this to her, she can definitely make use out of it. And even if she used these together, I'm sure she can make a beautiful highlight. So both of these highlighters are going to her. Okay, I've got 2 more eyeshadow palettes. This one here is from Pacifica. Oh man, I was trying a whole bunch from them. I got this in an Ipsy box, and this one has some really pretty tones in here. These 3 are kind of along the purple spectrum. This one is more of a bronzy green, like an olive green, and then we've got an orange. So I feel like this would add to her collection. And also this right here, which is the a Wet n Wild palette. This is in the shade Comfort Zone, $7.59. It's just, I wasn't impressed with this. I wish this shade down here was a bit deeper. The shimmers are not anything spectacular. Maybe the formula's changed since I've picked this one up, but I just don't really like it. And then I'm also giving her this e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo Concealer. It is a little bit light for me, so it's also going to be light for her, but if she mixes it in with her foundation underneath her eyes, she will definitely be able to use this. And I just have, this was my second one, and I knew I wanted to get rid of one, so I'm getting rid of this one in the shade Fair Warm. And then this is the Jouer Brow Down to Me Brow Top Coat. Now let me talk to you about this. Now, I don't like this product at all, but my brows are often tameable. If you have curly brows and you need something to make your brows stay, this works like glue. Hello everyone, it's future me, and I just like to tell you that I filmed 75% of this video without mascara on. And I didn't notice until I took my chip out of my camera to put it in my laptop and figured out it cut off the end portion of my video as well. So I was like, you know what, we're just gonna come back on, speak about the misfortunes, laugh about it a little bit, and then we're gonna finish off or continue where I left off. So I was talking about this. This is the Jouer Brow Down to Me Brow Top Coat. And if you have very hard to tame brows and they don't do what you want them to do, this is going to be your best friend. This feels like glues my brows down. The brush, I feel like, has a lot of product in it. So, yeah, I think my sister's really going to love this. She has very thick curly hair, or really thick curly brow hair at least. And this is going to be work for her, or hopefully a lot more than it worked for me. And then also I have these 2 things here. This is the Revlon Color Stay Liquid Eye Pen. I got this in a subscription box, and I don't use it. She wears eyeliner way more than I do, so I figured I would gift that off to her. And also this Essence I Heart Extreme Curl and Volume. It's just the brush. I can't get over the brush. I can't bring that near my eyes, so we're just gonna gift it to my sister, see if she likes it. And then I have one more mascara. This is the Bad Girl Bang by Benefit Lash Mascara, and she really, really loves this mascara. I'm not sure why, but she loves it. And then this right here is the Patina Shimmer. This is the Stila Stay All Day Liquid Lipstick in the shade Patina Shimmer, which is just like Patina, just with some shimmer, and there it is swatched on the back of my hand. I like it. It's just, I would definitely reach for the matte version over the shimmer version, so I'm going to be gifting that away. And also, this is the Plumeria, Plumeria, a lipstick. This is it. So this is an Anastasia lipstick. A lot more pink, a lot more like in your face kind of color. I think she could get some use out of this because I know I definitely won't. I also have this Super Shock shadow in collaboration with Kathleen Light's All the Super Shocks. that I am decluttering are from Kathleen Lights, because the only super stock shadows that I do own are from a Kathleen Lights collection. And just look at that gold. I know I have a gold that I like, but this one is just, I don't want to get rid of it, but I'm not using it. My sister's always wearing golds, and I think she'll definitely get a lot of use out of this, and it'll just warm my heart if some use can be getting rid of it. And then I'm also giving her a whole bunch of brushes. So I've got a Urban Decay. This is from the Naked 2 palette. I have the BH Cosmetics number 6 brush, an Ulta brush, an AOA smudging or a blender brush. This is the e.l.f. eyeshadow brush. This is the BH Cosmetics number 9 brush, a highlighter brush from Tarte, 2 liner brushes, a spoolie. One of these has a spoolie on the back of it. In front of my face, this is the Tarte like bronzer brush. I think I'm actually going to give this to my aunt. I have given my sister a few bronzer brushes, so I feel like my aunt can get a little bit more use out of that one. And I think that is going to wrap it up. If you like declutter videos, give this a thumbs up. I know this was a weird structure, but this is just everything that's been sitting in my declutter bin. I really want to get them away, so that is what I'm doing. I am just going to transfer all of my sister's stuff into a Sephora bag just because she's not special. I love her, but she's not special. So everything that goes to my sister is in here. Everything that's going to my aunt is in these 2 things right here. And then everything going to my friend is in here. So there's the 3 lucky women in my life that are going to be getting some lightly used makeup. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and I will see y'all in my next one. Bye! I can't believe I filmed this video without mascara on. I just can't believe it. Y'all need to yell at me. Tell me to get my poop in a group. Bye!